Welcome back to Local Legends. Today we're sitting down with Sean, the owner of Boogeyman Wildlife Control, a business dedicated to handling wildlife issues and helping homeowners deal with situations they wouldn't want to face.
In this episode, we talk about how he got started, what the job is really like, and some of the craziest situations he's experienced out in the field.
Episode 6 starts right now. All right, thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
Just for context, real quick, I actually met Sean through the website that I built for him for Boogeyman Wildlife Control. And there's a story that I haven't told Shaddy yet. A couple weeks ago, I had a dead deer in my front yard.
Oh, you texted me about that.
Yeah, and I asked Sean, I said, hey, do you do wildlife removal? He's like, you built the whole website on it.
No, because Samir texted me. He's like, he sent me a picture of it. He's like, I just got back from Florida. This is my yard. What do I do? I'm like, move it.
Yeah. So why possums, raccoons, skunks? Why you get into that
deer
type of stuff? Yeah.
Whatever breaks into people's homes, whatever more or less is capable, of doing such a thing. So I go out and I help these people that are just in need with things crawling over their heads. And I'm the one that goes in and gets them out.
But what got you into what clicked in your head was like raccoons in the house, possum in the attic?
I mean, I've done a little bit of everything.
What was the first experience you had with it? What was the first time somebody called you there's a raccoon in my attic?
Well, I did it for a couple companies. So I did it for a 9-to-5 at first, and then got really good at it. And then I just started really focusing on myself slowly and building up my own name slowly, and got really good at it. Just like doing it.
Yeah.
Good.
Was it always something that you wanted to do, or was it just something you fell into?
Fell into.
Okay. For sure. So why did you name it Boogeyman Wildlife Control? Where does the name come from?
So I love exotic names. So I named my my all-black Australian Shepherd Exivus, which is Latin for Boogeyman.
Really?
I was going to use him as the logo, as the face, blew it up, and the yellow eyes. It was just way too creepy, not too friendly. We literally just started scribbling some stuff together, handed it off to this person, that person, family a lot. And then, boom, ran with it.
Boogeyman.
It's a beautiful logo, honestly. It's really catchy. We're wearing the logo on our hats, repping the merch. So, what are the most common animal problems that you hear people call about?
A lot of it's bats and mice. A lot of it's bats and mice. Times of the season and everything like that, when the weather starts changing and all this fun stuff. So all these things start trying to adjust and find food and waking up from the cold winter. Everybody gets a little irritated, especially in Michigan with this weather doing what it does. So, so it's a lot more bats and mice than anything.
Especially bats.
Especially bats, huh, Samir?
You want to tell them the story about the bat?
One time we were sitting in my living room at my old house. We were just sitting there. What were we doing? Watching a movie?
Watching a movie all three
or something. I don't know. We were watching something. And it's dark. We had the lights off or whatever and chilling. All of a sudden, I noticed something flying back and forth. But I thought it was just nothing. I was like, what could it possibly be?
Right.
We're chilling. And then flies again. Samir's like, what the heck? Joe's like, he's like, what? And then we were like, oh, it's a bat. It's a bat. It's flying around the living room. We were freaking out.
Yeah,
we had the cushions, we were like scared little babies. We had the cushions blocking ourselves. We didn't know what to do. We opened a door. We went and hid. We went and did that.
Yeah, I was like, am I supposed to hit it with the pillow? So what should we have done in that situation?
Tennis racket.
Tennis racket
is the easiest thing to do.
So we finally got it out, but it happened again. And I was sitting there by myself, just hanging out. Happened again, a week later. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, same thing. I opened the door, not working. I went on ChatGPT. You know what it told me to do? I went and got a flashlight. Said, open the door, put the flashlight at the door. Instantly, it just went outside. It happened again. I did the same thing. Open the door, put a flashlight. Apparently, they said don't turn the flashlight on until you have it at the door. Because apparently, if you have it, if you're holding it, it'll come at you or something like that.
Right.
But Yeah, no, it happened 3 times, and then I called somebody. I wish I knew about you.
Well,
Yeah.
at least you got it taken care of.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always
Yep.
what counts. So you don't want no bat flying.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not there anymore anyway, so,
Right.
They actually just called me, like, last month? They came and took the trap door out. So I'm like, I paid for that. Why are you taking my trap door?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's a process to it.
Yeah.
That's always a process.
Yeah.
Do you deal with insects at all?
Not really. No, I try to stay away from it as much as possible, but I'm
like 'em?
looking into diving into it here slowly
Yeah.
for like current clients and things like this. So stinging insects, ants, and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's just more. It's a lot to handle with one person.
Yeah, it's like a completely
one-man
different
show?
industry.
I am.
Yeah, just one man show, just
One man.
you. Oh,
I
that's
got my
good.
daughter that helps me every so often when I need like a ladder support guy. I got, my brother that helps me. I pay him. But otherwise, I'm just trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like, I feel like it's a completely different industry too, huh? Completely different. You got different types of traps and different types of, yeah.
Right. And for me, I would never think like, I'm going to open up a business. What's it going to be? Catching raccoons.
Right.
Like, I would never think about that.
Well, not
I
everybody.
mean, you guys are.
Not everybody's willing to do what I do.
Yeah. No, 100%.
And that's what I tried to put into perspective for somebody. She was a lawyer, and she looked at me like I was like when I showed her what it would cost to do such a thing,
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "That's crazy. You make more than me." First of all, I don't know how you know that, and you go up 32 feet up in the air and hold this and hold that hands free without. I was like, you do all this.
Yeah.
Again, it's
Also, how
perspective.
often does, what was it, raccoon? Was raccoon in her attic?
No, she had
Or
bats.
Bats? Well, okay. How often bats come in your attic? I mean, I'm only 26 years old, but I mean, growing up my whole life, once ever have I had bats. So once every 26 years, you pay this price. I mean, some people don't understand that.
Sure. In most cases, I can go into 4 out of 5 homes and I'll find something.
Yeah.
Even if you think you don't have it, I'll find something. Is there, even if it's a small colony, because the males and the females, they really don't, intermingle until mating season and all that fun stuff. So those males, they tend to stay small. And especially if you have like a vaulted ceiling or anything goofy like that, where you're not seeing this, or attics, the attic on a regular basis to keep track of things, that stuff builds up real quick over time. So you just half the time don't know.
Now, do you deal with commercial work as well? Commercial buildings?
Mhm.
Which one do you like working with better, commercial or residential?
Residential. I like
Really?
helping more of the little people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't the commercial pay more, would you say?
Yes and no. I don't do things like other companies do. I gauge things. I don't have a set price. And I still come out cheaper than a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
It's insane, actually. So I treat them more or less the same. I give out discounts depending on what you do. First responders, education, anybody in the education system, our troops, anything like that. I'm always in support of that.
Yep.
So I'm always giving out discounts for them. But I try not to, I guess, discriminate and do different things.
Yeah.
Right.
Depending on where you are or where you're at. So
Yeah. Now, what's the most difficult animal to deal with?
red squirrels.
Red squirrels.
Red squirrels. Why?
What do
I
they
think
get
so.
in it?
They're chewers. They're fast. And most people will hear them kind of running and doing their thing. And then they look outside, they find a hole, and then they'll try to do their own repairs or catch them. And then they let them go down the road, and then they come right back. And now they know not to go in that trap. So now I have to kind of, one of these, trying to figure out where I'm at, kind of understand the situation. So I'm always asking questions. I'm huge on communication because I can't do anything if I don't know what's going on. So, but in most cases, I still get it done within like 24 hours or 2 days or so. So, in other companies that fail.
Commercial buildings, though, what animal gets in there the most?
Raccoons.
Raccoons?
Bats, squirrels, all the same. Even metal
Running up and
buildings.
down the aisles?
Birds, too. A lot of birds. And,
You catch birds?
constructions. There's not catching them.
Well, get them.
More or less, pushing them out in some way and keeping them out because they're probably pooping and stuff on people's products and metals and who knows.
Right.
So keeping them out and all that fun stuff.
Huh.
Now, you did mention that you're a one-man show, but do you plan to grow soon, adding more people to the team?
I actually love the process. I love this process. This is fun, man. I wish I would have known about it, known that I had this drive a long time ago, but I absolutely love this process. So I am going to be looking into growth probably within the next couple of years for sure. Maybe putting a couple people under me, running a show, letting them teach them things like this. So eventually, but I love being busy.
Yeah.
So, and I love
Can't wait to
being able to do it.
Boogeyman trucks on the road.
I just wait till you actually see what this in mind. I got a good rap person.
Oh, yeah?
Got a vinyl rap here. Going to be coming up soon, so it's going to be fun.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet. It'll be lit. You ever find yourself working late nights with this career?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Every so often. I mean, it comes with the territory with anything seasonal. So you're on the grind in the summer when the animals are moving.
Yeah.
And then when it slows down, you're slow, but it's not completely like dead because there's still always kind of like a haircut method. I mean, there's always going to be animals in people's houses, and animals are not just going to disappear. So there's always something for me to do.
Now, what's the big animals in the winter?
A lot of mice and bats moving around.
Oh,
That's most.
finding
Raccoons
worms?
every so often. Yep.
Yeah.
So bats will actually fluctuate in your house and your ceilings and your walls depending on the weather outside. So a lot of the times when they have a bat inside of the house, it's because it got really cold or hot outside, because now they got to figure out, because they have to keep their body temperature just right. So now they're trying to just seek that perfect spot. So half the time they're just kind of crawling down the wall, and then they push out a sill plate down in your basement, and now they're trying to figure out what to do. So usually, like even drop ceilings, you have them open. If you had them, they would somehow pop out of it, and now they're probably just as scared as you guys.
Yeah.
So
Now, do they actually bite?
they can, yes.
Yeah.
Less than 1%. It's a stupid rare thing for rabies. It's more things like the larger colonies that will carry some sort of fungal diseases and things like that. So don't recommend, walking in through it or anything like that, kicking up spores or anything like that.
Yeah.
If it's big enough, it's one of those things. You don't run into them a lot, but it happens. So maternity colonies, hundreds of thousands of bats. And you got guano up to your knee or ankle sometimes, or waist sometimes.
Where?
I've seen a couple things.
Yeah.
Outside or?
Usually it's inside somebody's attic. I've seen it where I walked in some guy's house, and his whole ceiling was bowed. They had no idea. So I walked up there and everything looked fine. And then it kind of branched off into the attic. It broke off to another section.
Oh.
The mound was just insane.
Like
Oh
that.
my God.
I never noticed.
Yeah, well, he moved in. It was
Oh.
fairly new. We bought it, moved in, and then, it's one of those things you start realizing like a few months in what's happened. So,
Yeah. What's the craziest call you've ever gotten?
a mangy raccoon.
Mangy
A
raccoon.
mangy raccoon. It was a
We're gonna
raccoon.
pop that up. I don't know what that is.
So
We're gonna look it up.
it's basically just like, I wouldn't say diseased or anything, but they lose their hair. It kind of turns orangish, just nasty looking. So it's just a mangy thing. He got into some ductwork from a crawl space, ripped open some ductwork and got into the vents. So we had to chase him inside, rip down the vents, and grab him and rip him out of the vent.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was fun.
Grabbed him.
Yeah.
Whoa. With a glove?
Yeah. We got like bite gloves and stuff, but we don't let them get to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's the most dangerous situation you've been in on the job?
face to face with a mom raccoon protecting her babies
Oh.
in an attic.
Oh, in an attic.
In an attic.
Oh.
We won.
Well,
We came out with her.
yeah.
You ever get bit by any of those?
No.
No.
Like not even on the glove?
On a glove, yeah.
Yeah.
Every so often.
Does it like startle you? No.
No.
I would. I'd be like, oh.
He's a fan. He's used to it.
It depends on what it is, but a lot of situations are taken care of with you just gotta know how to handle them. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
But that raccoon, like, did he come back or did you guys?
No. So if I take a raccoon out of somebody's house, these guys are generational taught. Squirrels are the same way. So when they have their sibling, when they have their litter, they're inside of a house. That's all they know. So if you sit here and it's kind of unfair too, if I were to take it out of the house, put them in the middle of nowhere, they won't know how to survive. So you're going to make them more or less suffer, if anything.
So you won't really find raccoons like in the middle of Mason, in the middle of nowhere in a farm field.
I mean, yeah, they're out everywhere. I mean, they're raccoons and all these animals are everywhere.
But it's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, they're out there. People hunt them all the time. My uncle, he I know people that trap them, that harvest them for fur, sell their fur. They're everywhere. So the ones in the city, those are the ones who are the dangerous ones. Those are the ones that usually have the disease and things like this because of what they're eating, the competition. They're eating each other. I can sit here and name a bunch of things.
So like the ones in the cities are used to having their babies in a house versus in the ones out in the wild. They can figure it out
in most cases. So it's all generational taught. So I've seen videos of a raccoon, standing up in an eave, and if they're able to kind of, they got thumbs too, so they sit there and they kind of play with the soffit. And then I've seen them, if they get squinched down enough, they just stand up so it bends the soffit all the way up, and they just get down in. Insane. They're smart. So that's what they're just taught to do. They're taught to hit these vulnerable points. They'll get in gable vents. They'll get in a lot of things.
Yeah. Do you know any of the legalities behind owning one as a pet, a raccoon?
I mean, I'm sure you can. You probably have to have some sort of...
like a license, maybe?
Some sort of like exotic animal license or something, but I don't recommend it at all because they are still wild animals. I can sit here and tell you a few stories that will probably give you nightmares. These raccoons are not... they're like little grizzly bears. That's the best way to say it.
They're not something like cute you can cuddle with.
I mean, if you raise it from the
baby?
From the baby, maybe. But I knew of a story of an older lady that did that. She was watching her grandchild. Grandchild went to sleep or something like that. And then the grandchild was getting more attention. Raccoon got jealous. Raccoon then crawled into the crib and then gnawed at the baby's face for a little while. So they're just wild animals.
So don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it, yeah.
If anything, just get a small dog, dude, or a Pomeranian. They're just as fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know someone that always wanted to get a raccoon and...
Really?
A skunk. Skunks are cool.
Skunk?
What? You can get them, their anal sac, removed. And
so they don't spray at you?
Yeah. They'll still want to or something, but that's probably a natural reaction. But no, I've heard they're moving them. They're cool animals.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you own one?
My daughter wanted one.
Yeah.
She's a little older now, but maybe one day.
Possums, people used to have them as pets.
They're cool animals. Yeah. They are cool. They're very clean. They eat a lot of bugs. They're just usually in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, but I had a possum in, what's it called? I forget the name. Basement windows.
The windowsill type or
the one that
the window well.
Yeah.
What are those? Just fall in the window well. I think that's how they are.
But anyway, the egress part, whatever.
Okay.
But one was in there, and that was scary looking. His teeth were coming out. It was like
most of them just show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's stupid rare. You could just grab them by the scruff and just throw them out, or just put a board down. He'll climb it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite animal to deal with?
Favorite animal to deal with? I like actually dealing with the red squirrels because they give me the most that I have to, they give me my problem solving skills,
Yeah.
I have to sit here and think outside of the box. I have to build something. I mean, just recently I went, got a chimney trap, had a raccoon go in this lady's chimney. The chimney flue was just too small for my trap. So I had to customize this massive cone basically to force it through me and into my trap.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just got to adapt. So there's nothing the same about this.
Well, every raccoon, every squirrel, every bat, whatever, they're all different.
Always different because nobody's house is the same.
Yeah.
Until you get, in some cul-de-sacs that they just kind of cookie cutter these houses. Yeah. They're all pretty,
even with a bat, I heard that it can, what size of a quarter?
Within a 3/8 of an inch. Or it's within it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not.
You'll never find out where it's coming in. Well, sometimes.
In most cases, this is where I got good.
Yeah.
I can find things that most people don't don't. You just gotta know where to look. And I go behind these companies all the time, and look at my reviews. I mean, they're like, oh my God, it took them 3 months to not do anything at all. And then he comes in 24 hours, it's done. Just got to know what you're looking for. So, a lot of it's just gaps, material to material creates gaps.
Yeah.
That's the best way you got to do it. And look at an area in a different perspective, underneath, down, it's always different. So you can find the smallest hole.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten any calls about like a non-native animal?
As in, like, I mean, not non-native, no. Coolest one I think is like a weasel.
Weasel, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little different, outside of it.
I got peacocks at home, and I used to have different peacocks. Now I got new ones, but my peacocks were killed by a weasel one time. All of them, like 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Terrible, man. Terrible.
Yeah, they're crafty things.
Yeah.
They are. They're quick. They're very good at what they do.
And they sneak in. That's like, whoa, we thought we had everything closed. That's like they found a little hole in and they got in.
Well, chicken wire. If I gave anybody any advice, is chicken wire's not where you want to go. Chicken wire, you can rip that with your own hands. If you can do it like that, anything can really get through it. And those holes are like, so big too. A lot of them, if they can fit their head through it, they can get right through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's always 1/2-inch mesh.
Yeah.
That's the strongest stuff that you can possibly do. So if anybody were to do anything, do it yourself, 1/2-inch mesh.
Yeah, I think we learned from our mistake. Hasn't happened since. That was a few years ago.
Right.
Yep.
Now, what's the biggest mistake homeowners make, like, before you come? Like, let's say me. I try to do something with the bats and it made your life worse. Like, how often does it?
It's most times it's the other companies.
Other companies? Yeah.
Okay, but foam. Spray foam. I want to go back in time and smack that person, dude. I'm not gonna lie, because that is the worst invention I've ever seen. On top of it, it looks tacky. It's messy. It retains moisture. It's gonna rot anything else around it, and then it, again, makes my job take a little longer because now I got to make it look pretty. Away and do all this stuff. So stay away from foam. And then if you see something or notice something in your house, honestly, look it up first. Don't just go around closing holes, because then now you're going to lock them inside, and now you're going to have more problems. So I went, you learn. So he just always, you want to keep animals in their routine. That's the best way to put it, to get them out. So if you keep their routine,
they're going to leave eventually.
They have to. They have to eat. They have to drink. Do whatever you need to do. So you allow them out, but not back in. So there's just methods of doing so.
Yeah. Is there something people should never try to handle by themselves?
I mean, bats are, unless you know how to do it, bats are a big one, because if you get up to certain areas, I mean, I have bats come out at me while I'm on the roof. If you knock something just right, they're going to, fly out. You're on a ladder just right. I've seen people do stupid things because they get scared. Birds. Yeah. They fly out of a roof return or something goofy. I don't know. A roof work.
Yeah.
Stay off the roof if you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
I guess that's it's a big one.
What's the best way to prevent anything from the first place? Like, let's say somebody bought a house, got an inspection, everything's good, nothing in the attic, whatever. What's the best way to make sure to keep them out?
Call the boogeyman.
Call the boogeyman?
Boogeyman.
Yeah. Call the boogeyman.
So you come even though there's nothing, and just
prevention work. Yeah.
Okay.
I do that as well. So I work out with a couple other companies with like materials for like ventilation systems and things like that I'm on a list for, so people can call if they can't get a hold of somebody or something like that. They call me, and then I can just do prevention work. So, and I can get a lot of the materials that most of these people can get.
Do you have like a subscription thing where people can come? You can come to that same house every year?
No, I do not. I do hold my warranties, and I do hold them dearly. I love, like I said, helping the little guys, and I'm here. I'm not giving you an excessive warranty, and not just going to, just not show up or answer my phone or anything crazy. I will be there. Like just on the way here, high winds. Me and my brother made a custom chimney cap. They were having some problems, and the wind blew it off the roof, which is insane to me. They're out in the middle of a field though, so I didn't charge them anything. I go out there, I got it off the roof, and we'll figure it out. That it's just just go out of your way a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
it just goes a long way.
Yeah.
People appreciate it.
Yep.
We're gonna have a little fun round here. We're gonna ask some fun questions.
Mhm.
So, would you rather remove a snake from a bathroom or a raccoon from an attic?
Raccoon
From the attic.
You ever dealt with a snake?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Little snake?
I
But
do,
like gardener snakes?
yeah, garter snakes. I mean, any snake that you honestly got. Like
What's the
any,
craziest snake you've seen around?
I think it's called a hognose snake, I believe, because they mimic. I don't know much about snakes, but I'm not scared to just go grab the dang thing. So
No.
this thing was
I'm
this
terrified
thing,
of
this thing was
snakes.
sitting in a windowsill.
What?
And they mimic a rattler snake. So it's actually shaking his tail and everything. And I just don't know enough. I'm sitting here like, what the heck is this? So I do my thing and I get him out of there and come to find out he's not a venomous thing. But that's about
Was
the
there
coolest
around
snake.
here?
Yes, actually, in Diamondale.
What?
There's snakes everywhere. But there are ways and things, natural ways too, like powders and stuff like that, that you can sprinkle around your perimeter and keep these guys out. Garlic is a huge thing for snakes.
I hate it.
Mhm.
Really?
Really?
A lot of it's natural
Well,
stuff.
see, I mean, like we have a house in Lebanon, and there's snakes there, and they do the same. Like we whatever powder or something,
Sure.
and they go around and spray, and they don't come. I mean, supposedly there's a lot.
Oh yeah.
I've only heard of it once. Yeah,
Well, snakes have a lot of babies too, so
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't. Snakes, nope. I'll call you.
call the boogeyman.
Yep.
I got a pond in my front yard, so there's like a bunch of snakes.
Well, I mean, those are different. Gardener snakes,
Yeah.
all right, whatever. I mean, like you can.
Yeah.
They stink though.
Yeah, they do stink. A little more. Yeah.
Would you rather deal with one angry raccoon or 10 mice?
I mean, mice are easy. I like dealing with raccoons, man. I like challenges.
Yeah.
I like to be able to go up somewhere and, more or less not impress myself, not even, not just impress everybody else, but impress myself. Because if I can get the job done that quick, if I can go up in the attic and just grab the dang thing, I'm done. I don't have to do all these special things.
So now, like an animal that bites, like we'll say raccoon, or something that sprays like a skunk. But it's the only thing that sprays, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. I get sprayed a few times a year.
Really?
So, yeah, it happens. It just comes with the territory. That's why I charge a little bit more for skunks, though. But it is what it is.
Oh, God.
How long does that take to get out? Or you got it down to
A week or so. I mean, a week or so, regardless.
My dad's cousin, actually, they just told me about this. When they bought their house, there was like some they got in under the house somewhere, and like they'd spray, and they never figured it out.
Yep.
They thought that somebody it was like somebody had like a weed house. It was like a weed house or something like that, and they eventually found out it was a skunk. But like their kids went to school, they went to work, they had like meetings and interviews and whatever stuff like that, and like the skunk would always spray and the house would always smell like it all the time, and it always got into their clothes, and they went like they had a big problem. They had a big problem. They never knew what it was until they finally got somebody out there.
Yep. No, skunks are not fun. I always recommend for the everyday person, coyote urine around the perimeter.
You can buy that.
And if you don't want to, do it, then I'll do it for you. But coyote urine, yeah, you can just Google it. I don't think the regular stores, Tractor Supply or something, has it. You'd have to actually get it. I think I got it one time from like Amazon, but Amazon sells everything.
Right.
So just do that in the warm season around the perimeter a little bit. It helps keep back things. It does help. It's better than mothballs and all these other things.
Wow.
So you give them a natural predator.
So those big box store things are not the best.
Say that again?
Big box store like traps and things or whatever.
For
like let's say
for like
raccoons
skunks or something?
Skunks, yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're always effective, yeah. But if you're out in the middle of, anywhere, things are going to cross through your yard. Things are going to, investigate a little bit. They got to seek shelter. They're always going to be around. But if you put something out as a natural predator, it's basically saying, hey, I'm here, stay away. So if you just kind of sprinkle around a little coyote urine, it's just basically stating like, there's a natural predator in the area, they're more likely to kind of venture off somewhere else.
Right.
I found it to work. So it's fun.
Yeah, like if you find a beehive, don't get near there.
Well,
Yeah.
I got people for that, but I can definitely take care of it though, all the same.
Really?
I'm not scared of them.
So, would you rather catch a raccoon with your hands or try to chase a bat flying around the room?
Probably the bat.
Really?
I'm good with the bat thing. Because if a raccoon gets you, man, oh my gosh. They're aggressive. They're aggressive.
But at the same time, if you're chasing around a bat, what if you never catch it?
Well, I guess I just don't catch it.
do you catch a bat? Have you or do you kind of?
I'll usually have gloves on or something like that, but you just kind of if he's on the wall or something, you can just grab him.
Yeah.
No, but what if they're flying?
Oh, well, like I said, everyday homeowner, they are protected, but your life is better, more than theirs. So you can take a tennis racket or something like that.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to catch it.
But if you want to catch it, a box or something like that, just trap it in a box and put it outside. Always hang it on a tree or something like that. He'll climb up if it's warm.
Yeah.
Because they can't really fly from the ground. So
really,
they'll just kind of
jump
a little bit. Yeah.
Find a tree.
Hard for them. Yep.
Yeah.
Not a lot of things can just hover.
Yeah.
I think there's only a very few birds that can even do that.
Yeah.
So,
would you rather remove an animal from an attic or a chimney?
An attic.
Really? You ever dealt with chimneys before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a trap on the chimney right now. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Those are usually hard to deal with, all right.
Yes, I think so. Because then you got to wait them out. Because if it's a pregnant mom or something like that, and they see change, they're like, "Oh, I don't want nothing to do with this." So they'll kind of stay back a little bit. And if a raccoon is even pregnant inside of your attic, and you go up there and start stirring her up a little bit, and she has her cubs or something, she's gonna move them because she feels threatened. So they get the raccoon.
Yeah.
Raccoons are pretty fun.
Yeah, I had birds stuck in my chimney in the garage. I have a fireplace in there. And I was like, what does that sound? I turned the fire on and I just hear hitting back and forth. Came down into the fire and flew out.
Oh.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, those are fun.
At least they got out.
Would you rather deal with one huge animal or a bunch of small ones?
Probably the small ones, bunch of small ones. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But I say bring them both on.
Now, what's the biggest animal you've dealt with?
I mean, honestly, I think a raccoon, really.
Raccoon? Or Samir's deer.
Right. Because there was no challenge to anything like that. That thing's just already gone laying there.
Right.
So the raccoons, I mean, they get upwards of 30 to 40 pounds. I've seen them, they get big. They fill my trap sometimes in it. Yeah, that's a big raccoon.
They'd go after his dog.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Stay away from him.
Even woodchucks too. I mean, groundhogs, they get big. They're big animals.
One time we had what was it called? What was it called? It looks like a rat.
There's what is it? Muskrat?
A muskrat.
Beaver.
A muskrat. Yeah. I thought it was a rat.
Kind of like a nutria.
It was that big.
Yeah, you ever seen those rats in New York?
Yeah.
You ever seen those New York rats? Would you ever want to deal with them?
No, I'm good.
They're huge.
Anything in New York right now, I'm good.
Oh,
oh boy. But no rats. I deal with rats as well out here. Yes, I do. I've helped a couple chicken farmers and things like that. They were dealing with rats.
Yeah.
They don't have rats no more. So.
Yeah. So if someone watching discovers an animal in their attic or house tonight, what's the first thing they should do?
Call the boogeyman.
Call the boogeyman.
Call the boogeyman.
And in all honesty, always have as much information as possible. It's very helpful over the phone to have details, of course, because the people that actually, I don't want to say it like that, but details always help.
You know what's the stupidest piece of information that is actually the most ideal piece of information that you would need?
Oh boy. That's a...
let's say it's summertime. Somebody leaves their door open with their screen door all day. What's the stupidest piece of information that's the best piece of information for you?
Well, if you're going to have your windows open, have screens on your windows. I've heard of bats getting in, that way. Leaving your garage door open is actually, it's sometimes questionable because something always finds its way in one way or another. I had a groundhog find its way inside of a lady's garage, got up into the rafters, and couldn't find its way back out.
Yeah.
Just because she left the garage door open. That was a week of a lot of change because I didn't know what it was because there's no sign, no opening, nothing. There's something shifting above your head. I'm like, what? This is big. I thought it was a cat.
Right.
So cut a hole through the soffit, set my traps and all that fun stuff, and had to wait for it to basically not start, died in the attic, and I had to go and get them. And it was a groundhog about this big in her attic, which first and the last time I've ever even seen that. So garage door open. You let things in.
Yeah. Now, when you look at his Google business profile, he's got like over 100 reviews, all 5 stars. How did you do that? Because that's very difficult to do for most business owners, let alone in the wildlife industry.
Honesty. Half the battle showing up and being honest to everybody and laying out all expectations for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the expectations down, things start falling apart. Communication is key as well. So you have to always be on people, wonder, I'm always asking what's going on, how you're doing, even if it's not even animal related, just like what's going on, you got anything new, always checking up upon them. So communication, honesty goes a long way. So that builds right there. And again, just showing up.
Yeah.
So
do you have that one person in your life that supported you through this whole journey?
My wife.
Yeah.
She's, you truly can't, especially being by myself, doing it by myself. So it's a lot of time and effort. I mean, just persistence that's been behind it. But having somebody there to kind of be that foundation for you, going home and not having to deal with dumb stuff goes a long way as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I give her a lot of credit for dealing with me because I'm hard to deal with sometimes because there's a lot going on. And yeah.
It's great, man. It's great. Is there anyone that doubted you, though? Are there any people in your life that doubted you?
Most of everybody did.
Really?
Especially these companies.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the things that, I kind of want to, I don't know if non-competes are even a thing anymore. But if you're ever thinking into, starting your own stuff, never sign a non-compete, even if you're pressured.
Yeah.
Because it'll cost you a little bit, even if, it's tough just to get out of something like that. But most of the companies, now they hate me. So.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Where can people find you? Online, social media?
Just boogeymanwildlifecontrol.com. I got a Facebook page. I got a TikTok, and an Instagram. I'm slowly kind of.
And Google.
Yeah, man. Google.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly starting to.
Google.
You're selling merch too soon, huh?
Yep.
Coming out soon. Coming out.
Shirts,
we got
hats.
the merch on right now.
Yep. Shirts, hats, golf stuff. I get in anything. So I even do custom orders and all that.
Do you play golf?
Colors. My brother does.
Yeah.
So, he's really heavy in golf. So I like pushing the limits, you never know where he's going to fit. So I got to try to find out where he's going to fit. So there's a whole world out there that I can dip my toes into just to see what happens. So that's why I'm looking forward to sponsoring people, fishing, arm wrestling, golfing.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure having you on, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's episode 6.